He tells the police, I am the business partner of William Ruto. All the meters that are sold to Kenya Power, I am the one who imports them on behalf of William Ruto and shares profit with him. All the fertilizer that is bought in the country, I'm the one who imports and we share the profit. All the rice that is imported duty-free and sugar, I import on behalf of William Ruto. I'm the one who funds his politics and his life. So my word here in Nakuru is final.
Ladies and gentlemen, the other day, speaking while in the United States of America, the former deputy president and the DCP party leader, Gachagua, made something very clear to the people of the Republic of Kenya. Gachagua, in his own words, said that President William Ruto protects the husband to Nakuru governor, Susan Kihikas, because the man who is the husband to Susan Kihikas, Samburu, is a financer of President William Ruto. Are we together? Now, this has become a topic of discussion and a matter of discussion within the corridors of social media and corridors of power. Analyses are being done to try and know, how worthy is one Samburu to be a financer of the president? Financing the president of a republic is not a joke. And we know William Ruto, in the last few years that he has been in power, the man has amassed wealth that surpasses your own imagination. Are we together? So tell me how the husband to Susan Kihikas, Samburu, who is just a businessman, is richer than President William Ruto to finance him. Now, one Dennis Itumbi, digital strategist, has gone ahead to give a very declassified intel on Mata Samburu's association with William Ruto and exposing Gachagua in the said matter. Now let's get down to business. This is the statement that has been given by one Dennis Itumbi, and he says, let me demystify some propaganda using hashtag #SystemYaFacts. Honorable Gachagua, the new kingpin of misinformation, claims that Samburu, the first gentleman of Nakuru County, secured government contracts simply because he is close to the president. Let me analyze the facts and the obvious lies told on the microphone by Honorable Gachagua. With a straight face as usual, smart meters. Samburu entered the smart meter business during the Uhuru administration after competitively winning a tender fair and square. At the time, Gachagua raised no objection. Why is he doing it now? Because he saw an opportunity when he was a DP. As deputy president, Gachagua called Boro directly and pressured him to subcontract his son, Gachagua Jr. I am avoiding names because the son just benefited from the dad's pressure and was only a placeholder for the real beneficiary, essentially forcing his way into a legitimate deal. Hear that. The smart meter deal, regarding Gachagua while he was the DP, forced Samburu to hand over the deal to his son. Now going forward, Itumbi says, of course, after he was impeached, Mboro simply found freedom from Gachagua's shackles and handed the shortcut he had forced into his business. So why is Gachagua now silent about that? Because it exposes the same cohesive tactics being used on supermarket owners who are being told play along politically or face destructive goals. You all know what has been happening during the recent demos in the Republic of Kenya. We have seen the owners of county supermarket in Murang'a, Maguna supermarket in Meru and other parts of the country being burnt down to the ground. Itumbi points a finger to Rigathi Gachagua. Now going forward, he says, before reforms in the sugar sector, imports were a reality. Gachagua received one of the largest sugar allocation, but he couldn't handle the volume he greedily assigned himself. He then turned to Samburu, asking him to manage the import on his behalf. But the condition was Mboro puts in the hard work, but he must funnel profits back to Gachagua. Once again, Mboro was just a businessman doing legitimate work. It was Gachagua chasing shortcuts, like he did in so many other things, that I hope in their own way will tell the story. In summary, Samboro runs a business, Honorable Gachagua runs narratives with a fixed slant. Honorable Gachagua is attempting the very impossible job of rewriting history to serve his own agenda. Unfortunately, system facts will not let him get away with it. If Honorable Gachagua disputes anything said here, I will gladly table the evidence kwa karatasi and expose what he is hiding with these half-told narratives. Dear kingpin of misinformation, facts are stubborn things. They don't bend to your lies, spin, or misinformation. They remain facts. Hashtag system your facts. Have a good day and function. Now that is one Dennis Itumbi. And what does Dennis Itumbi tell us? I mean, he speaks loudly and clearly, informing us of what is going on with Rigathi Gachagua. I mean, when you sit down and analyze the information that Rigathi Gachagua has been disseminating nowadays, I mean, you can say yes, it's half-baked stories. But when you look at Samburu, you know, this man, I mean, Susan Kihikas was his second wife. Samburu, in the year 2021, even before Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto began their partnership as DP and running mate, I mean president and running mate, Samburu was financing the campaigns of William Ruto back in the year 2021 and 2022. So that time, a lot of things were told on how this man makes his money. The guy is a tycoon, and you know, being a tycoon or being a young man in business and bigger business in this country, you have to bed somewhere, through the facts and through the lines, so that you might actually come out of the business as a successful businessman. And yes, he has done that. But I ask, you know, we don't, you know, Gachagua likes the business of pointing fingers. Let me ask you, who is financing Rigathi Gachagua's tour in the United States right now? Because Rigathi Gachagua in the US, he is there hiring special security, acquiring venues, logistics are being taken care of in large numbers for Rigathi Gachagua to facilitate his movement. And remember, he isn't the only one in the United States. He is there with his wife, he is there with Mother Karua, he is there. He had taken Muthoni wa Kirumba, the Kameme FM presenter there, and he also is there with his family, his two sons. They are there, and they are doing a lot of things. You know, there is one thing and one fact that you divert from. Currently, Rigathi Gachagua, the government of Kenya has deployed NIS agents in the United States to track down the movement of Rigathi Gachagua. And I tell you, the intel that is coming back to the president is intel that you really should sit down and analyze. Because we are being told some certain organizations are so much invested in making sure that the current regime of President William Ruto is out. And if this system, if this regime is supposed to be out, there is somebody that is supposed to be instilled there, and they want Rigathi Gachagua there, or somebody who is from Rigathi Gachagua to be there in that position. Are we together? So that they can micromanage projects and also doing business with the Republic of Kenya. Are we together? So once Gachagua points the deals of Samburu with William Ruto. Yes, we know William Ruto is dealing, he is dealing in blood gold with the Sudanese government. We know that is a beneficiary of blood gold. So let me ask a question. What is the difference between Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto when it comes to trying to amass wealth? Mtazamaji, hayo ndio maswali yangu. And the time that you want to support a person, make sure you go down into history, or you do your thorough investigation to come up with clear intel and information that tells you that this person is the best fit for me. Because I cannot advocate for William Ruto to become the president or even campaign for him and go ahead. I mean, I can't oppose William Ruto and support Rigathi Gachagua. These are two people baked from the same flour. Ni kama uniambie unga wa kupikia chapati leo umekula chapati na kesho ukule mkate ambao umepikiwa na unga huo. You tell me that there is a difference on the consumption of the ingredients that you're putting in your body. No. It's just the molding. Kama jinsi ambavyo anasema wakili Professor PLO Lumumba. Anasema nyani ni wale. Misitu ndio ambayo inabadilika. Sasa msitu aliyokuwa Gachagua kitambo ni wa DCP. Kwa sasa yupo katika msitu gani? Alikuwa katika msitu wa UDA. Sasa yupo katika msitu ambao yeye anaumiliki unatambulikana kama DCP. So amna tofauti ya watu hao wote wawili. Tunaelewana? It's about Kenyans decide on who is best fit. Gachagua should be a means to an end, not somebody that will take over the Republic of Kenya. Mtu ambaye anasema hata nchi ichomeke sitazungumza na rais, siwezi kaa chini tuzungumze na William Ruto, tuweke shida zetu na tofauti zetu za kibinafsi kando ndio tuweze kuwapa Wakenya yale ambayo wanahitaji. Huyo ni mtu ambaye anaweza mpa nafasi ya kuweza kuwa rais. Nakataa, abadan kataa. Kwa sasa mtazamaji, usisahau kusubscribe. Je, maoni yako ni yapi hasa kulingana na taarifa aliyoitoa Gachagua kuhusu Sam Mburu na yale ambayo amepata kuyaanika Dennis Itumbi? Acha maoni kwenye comment section.